Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, today's performance of Pinocchio will begin in 10 minutes.
Go.
Ladies and gentlemen, Boys and girls, today's performance of Pinocchio will begin in 5 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, today's performance of Pinocchio will begin in 2 minutes. Our show will last approximately 35 minutes. Please take this unusual opportunity to make as much noise as you want with your drinks, your crisps, nuts or popcorn. The emergency exits are here, here and here. And if you don't know where the toilets are by now, you are in deep trouble. Please take your seats. They are, after all, your seats. Now it's time to pour that drink, sit back and relax as we bring you Blue Apple's Pinocchio.
was a boy, a very strange, enchanted boy. They say he wandered very far over land and sea. A little shy and sad of eye, but very wise was he. And then one day, a magic day, he passed my way. And while we spoke of many things, fools and kings, then he said to me, the greatest thing you'll ever learn is just to love and be loved in return.
The American author Mark Twain said, "I do not fear death. I was dead for billions of years before I was born, and I did not suffer the slightest inconvenience."
That's what we were before we were born. Surely we were not dead.
We were just not alive.
Not here until that moment. That spark was turned us from some basic materials into something wonderful.
What usually drives that spark?
Love, hope, faith in the future.
Can loneliness create that spark? Can a man who lives alone want something so badly that the universe listens to his silent prayers?
A man who misses the disease when he went to a real bank to get real cash.
Spoke to the bus conductor instead of contactless payment.
Chatted to the woman at the till instead of hearing that there is an
Unexpected item in the bagging area.
The phone never rings now, except people asking him about
The accident you recently had.
or something called
P. I.
I used to talk to people. Now I talk to things. There's a thing at the edge of my room, all white and shiny. A young man from the community centre set it up for me.
She's a care assist robot, Frank.
He said it could answer any question.
Eva, what is the weather going to be like today?
Today will be fine and bright with a light breeze.
I can tell that if I look out of the window.
Eva, what are the news headlines?
Arguments in the House of Commons, floods in the north, high-speed bands in the south.
That's all in the paper.
Eva, how far away is the sun?
The sun is nearly 94 million miles, or 150 million kilometres from the Earth.
Too bloomin' far some days, too close on others. Same as ever.
You can talk to her and play games with her. She can call someone if you needed help. She's full of data, Frank. She'll be so useful for many things.
Whatever data is. I mean, what is data? I don't think I need data. I need someone to miss me when I've gone out. Someone to tell me what they think. Someone to laugh at my jokes, even if they've heard them before. Someone to shout at the radio with when someone says something stupid. Someone to plant veg with. Or maybe some flowers. Someone to sit and watch a sunset with.
The young man from the Kiwi Centre left, but Eva stayed. And Frank looked at the picture on the mantelpiece of his late wife Grace and smiled, then cried.
Tis, you are sad. Shall I tell you a joke?
No, you bloomin' won't! You'll stay there and you'll shut up!
We should apologise to anyone thinking that they were going to get a traditional tale here. Wooden boys, growing noses, cutting strings and blue fairies. But come on, this is 2020.
That thing in your corner could never be human, could it? It's just data after all.
But what is data? Is data memories, knowledge, wisdom, or opinions?
Is that what it means to be human? Isn't human just data wrapped in meat, flesh, blood, bones, what makes us us?
They're just the machines that carry us around, aren't they?
Without your legs, you are still you.
Without your arms, you are still you.
The doctors can replace your heart, liver, kidney, but you are still you.
But without your memories, without your thoughts, hopes, dreams, opinions, what's left?
You may not know this, but snow can't form unless it has something to grow around. A speck of soot or dust, so small it's up there in the sky.
Who'd have thought?
At the heart of every snowflake is a bit of dirt.
Maybe grief forms like that, around pain, and it feels it'll never melt.
If there's a problem, Grace used to say,
the calendar will fix it.
But it doesn't feel like that to him.
There is snow on his heart.
Snow? Ice in his soul.
Ice.
Even these many years on.
The seasons have turned as the man sat in his sadness. Winter.
Spring.
Summer.
Autumn.
And, back again.
Many times the seasons have turned. Once.
Twice.
3 times.
4 times.
And it didn't feel like the calendar was fixing anything.
And Eva still stood at the edge of his room.
Shall we play a game?
How long have you been in this house?
I was placed with you 11 months and 4 days ago.
And have I ever wanted to play a game?
I have many games. Chess, drafts, word searches.
I don't play games!
Can I play a song? Music has been proved to release stress levels. There are many words written about music. If music be a fruit of love, play on. Music can soothe the savage breast. Music is what emotions sound like.
If I want music, I'll ask for it. And what do you know about it? You don't have a savage breast or emotions. And you don't know about love. I bet if I asked you how long a day was, you'd say 24 hours. But you have no idea how long a day can feel, or how you want the evening to draw on, or how long a night can be, or how empty a bed can be. Because, look at you! What are you but a bright and shiny box of tricks?
Don't mind if I let myself in, do you? A box of tricks? What is a box of tricks? Oh, this little one here. Well, I tell you, I'd love one. Someone to chat to. It's good to have someone who listens but doesn't speak back. You should make more use of her, Frank. Isn't that right, Eva?
I couldn't say.
Of course you couldn't, because you are polite. But this one here is grumpy. But let's might cheer up and pour a blackberry crumble from my freezer.
Much obliged.
It looks lovely. I wish I could taste it.
It's uncanny. She's like Pinocchio. She is like Pinocchio, she is. She's got no strings to hold her down.
To make me laugh, to make me frown.
Oh, she's a she. Isn't she? Maybe she could be. Pinocchio. And let's face it, what is the difference between her and half the people I know? Just clever than all of them. Doesn't forget things, never gets grumpy.
She's heartless and soulless. Literally.
Oh dear, someone got the wrong side of bed, did they, Eva? Never mind him. We'll win him over. We'll miss you at the allotment. I miss you. We'll make sure your patch is weed-free. But I'll tell you what I think. I think we need some attention, that's for sure. Spoon will be here, but I hope you put some bombs in, maybe? Spoon will be here before you know it.
I wish I could see the allotment. It sounds beautiful.
Listen to her. Almost human. It is beautiful. Such views. Such good company. We work hard, but we laugh a lot. Never like watching the sunset over the rooftops with a slow gin after a few hours of digging. You should come back. Think about it.
She's a kind lady.
She is. More patient than I deserve, I'm sure. But she understands. She lost. Never mind.
She lost her husband. I know what this means. Look.
How would you know?
Bertie talked to me last week. You were putting out compost. She said that moving on isn't forgetting. She cried and I told her a joke and she laughed. She calls me pet and puppet. I like that. A puppet can be a sweet child or a doll used in witchcraft. I hope she thinks I am like a sweet child or a loved one.
Sweet child would be right, I'd say.
She says she misses having someone to finish
her sentences. She's right. I'm going to get a paper.
I have access to every news outlet on the planet. I can show you high definition video of any major local, regional, national or international event. I have hundreds of updates every day.
Maybe you didn't hear me? I said I'm going to get a paper!
And Eva looked outside to the empty room and said,
I heard you.
There was a boy. A very strange enchanted boy.
Grief is like nothing else. Cuts deep and the scars take time to heal. It takes so long to forget. When you look up, there's no one in that chair.
They say he'll wander very far, over the land and sea.
When you call out to an empty room, when you set two places for lunch, when you're the only one there, the pain plays tricks on your mind.
Sweet child, he said.
Frank sleeps poorly.
A little shy and sad-eyed, but very wise was he.
Poppets, he said.
He takes the medicine a GP gives him to help him rest, but it makes him feel unsteady.
Disconnected, detached.
And then one day, a magic day, he passed my way, and Royal spoke of many things.
Loved ones, he said.
Fools and kings. This, he said to me.
And one day, he goes downstairs and realises he's pleased to see Eva.
Almost humans, he said.
The greatest thing you'll never learn.
For the first time ever, he is glad she is standing in the corner.
It's just to love and be loved in return.
Good morning, Frank. I miss you.
What?
What?
What did?
What did?
You say?
I said, good morning, Frank. Can I assist you?
Frank is tired and his head is muddy. He walks to clear his mind. He sees the woman who lives over the road with her baby in her arms.
How are you? Nice to see you. And out and about. Bit more, it's a beautiful day. Shame to waste it indoors.
What business is it of hers? He thinks but just nods and carries on.
Mind your step there. I'm just putting some salt down. We don't want anyone to slip.
I can look after myself, thinks Frank. Busybody.
Good morning, says the postman. What a day! What a day!
It's just a day. He thinks, like yesterday, like tomorrow.
Look at that sky. You only get those this time of year.
Same sky as before. He thinks, like yesterday, like tomorrow. And the voices, the opinions crowd in on him. Fractured and jagged, blurred and distorted.
How are you?
Good morning.
Look at that sky.
Nice to see you.
We don't want anyone to slip.
What a day! What a day!
You only get those this time of year.
Shame to waste it indoors.
And he turns his heels and gets back home as quickly as his tired legs will carry him.
Frank's mind is hazy.
Things seem distorted, fractured.
Frank is agitated, confused.
Even awake, feels like a fever dream. He thinks things, he can't be true. He's sweating, but he's cold.
Maybe there's something wrong with your heating.
And a thought comes to Frank. A thought that he'd never thought he'd have to consider.
I can't be losing my mind. It's the only thing I've got left.
But he still thinks things that he knows can't be true.
Eva? Pinocchio? What are you? What are you really?
I am a care assist robot, part of a range of domestic products to help older people stay independent for longer.
But what are you deep inside?
Frank, I am mostly circuits and algorithms. Are you quite well, Frank?
You're not becoming alive then? Not like the little wooden boy?
I have no strings to hold me down, but I'll never be like you, Frank.
And you are not...
Not what, Frank?
Not my Grace? Come back to visit me? Come back to talk to me? I miss you so much, Grace. Are you in there, Grace? Have you come for me?
Frank, your temperature is dangerously high. I know that you never want to, as you say, make a fuss. But I fear that if I do not alert the medical authorities now, you may be in a grave danger.
Then blackness, then silence.
He can't hear the sirens.
He doesn't know about the heart monitor.
Or the drip going into back of his hand.
He might not want to cause a fuss.
But that's what we have.
Bath. But just for a few days.
And I thought you were dying. You had us so scared.
I've never even heard of a UTI.
A urinary tract infection, very common, easy to miss, gives them to loopy. You were saying the strangest things when I got here. Stuff about being swallowed by a whale, someone having donkey's ears, making no sense at all. You must keep hydrated. That's what the nurse said. So, tea?
Still, Eva stands in the edge of the room.
And you saved me. Quite some box of tricks.
I did what I was here for, finally.
Did I ask you some daft things? I seem to remember I did.
You asked me very serious questions, Frank, and I wish I could have given other answers, more reassuring answers.
All's well now.
But is it, Frank? I had time to process while you're in hospital, Frank. It took me by surprise that you thought I might one day become human, or I might be the voice of someone from the past. I can't be any of those things, Frank. I can never be human. I am just a box of tricks. But how I would love to be, just for a day, an hour, to be human, is to be so many glorious things, Frank. All of you are so special, unique. You're not a mass-produced, not off a shelf, not from a dotted line like me. The world outside this house is a miraculous place. You say that you are an old man, but Frank, today is the youngest you are ever going to be. If I was human, Frank, I would not waste such a gift. It is the most precious thing you have, and I will never have it. Gifts should not be thrown away, Frank. Will you listen to something I have recorded, Frank?
I don't suppose I have much choice. I don't think I need data. I need someone to miss me when I've gone out.
Never mind, Tim. We'll win him over. We miss you at the allotments. I miss you.
Someone to tell me what they think.
I'll tell you what I think. I think he needs some attention. That's for sure. Spring will be here before you know it.
Someone to plant veg with. Or maybe some flowers.
I'll help you get some bulbs in, maybe.
Someone to sit and watch a sunset with.
Nothing like watching the sunset over the rooftops with a slow gin after a few hours of digging.
I know that with humans it is sometimes hard to spot something that is right in front of your face. Something which to me seems obvious. But someone you were talking about is already here.
Already here? I'm already here. With tea? Well, it's gone very quiet in here. What have I missed?
We have been talking about gooseberry and how they should never be wasted.
Never a true word spoken. I told you, didn't I, Frank? She's more human than some I know. That's a fact.
Verity, will you be up at the allotment tomorrow? I think I might be ready now to come back.
You've been away such a long time, but I knew you'd come back. I'll be there, right by your side. It's dark now, long days, hard days. But have faith, spring is on the way. I promise.
And so on December morning, Frank opened the gate to the allotment.
Unlocked the shed with his tools in it and looked about him.
She was right. They had kept the weeds down for him.
An act of faith in him when he had none in himself.
She was right. There were long days ahead, hard days.
But spring was on the way.
She was right. Moving on isn't forgetting.
Then three things happened.
First, a robin landed on the top of a spade, just a few feet away.
Then a light dustbin of snow began to fall.
And down in the town, the Salvation Army band struck up.
Nature gave him the old 1, 2, and luck added a 3 for good measure.
Then, as if all that wasn't enough, a familiar shape made her way through the gate, just like she said she would.
Oh yeah, Frank!
And without thinking, without even meaning to, I waved a hand and I said 2 little words. I'm back! Who'd have thought it? Box of Twix indeed. Happy Christmas!
We really hoped you've enjoyed our show. If you did, please tell others about us. And if you didn't, best you just keep quiet. Please take all your belongings with you as you leave and go safe. Cherish each other and the time you have together. We at Blue Apple hope to see you soon. Have an unusual but still wonderful Christmas.